Hello, hello. What are you guys doing tonight? I mean, look at the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful leaves. We just had supper outside on the picnic table, and that was awesome. We picked up some pizza. We have to use a laundromat because our tiny home is so tiny that there's no place for a washer and dryer. That was a big oopsie when we bought it. Like, we thought there was a place and then there wasn't a place, and that's been challenging. Anyway, drop in the comments what you guys are doing tonight. Are you having some fun foods? Are you going to watch a movie, family movie night? Are you guys outside enjoying the outdoors like I am? So what I got on here to talk about, though, is what exactly are you doing? Like, what exactly are you doing as far as y'all asking me? I realized I needed to, it would be a good idea to clarify a few things. So I've mentioned that I'm a life coach, and then I had someone send me a message about doing one of my free consultations. And then she sent me another message and she's like, "Oh, I think I'm in a different season of life than the people that you serve, because I saw you doing the Mom Fog challenge and everything. And that's not what I'm needing." And I was like, "Oh no, the Mom Fog challenge is something totally separate from my coaching. The Unfog the Holidays I'm doing and the Mom Fog challenge, all of that is great, but that absolutely has nothing to do with my coaching. That's not coaching. That's just something else entirely that I do. That's it adds to your life. It teaches others. It's mentoring and kind of consulting, that kind of stuff. Coaching is totally different. And I thought it might be a good thing for me to get on here today for my daily video to kind of explain that to you guys. Because I know some of you are wondering, you keep mentioning you're a life coach. What is that? So, I mean, I've never done therapy or had a counselor, but from people I've talked to, it's kind of similar to having a therapist. Except for the people that have experienced a therapist or a counselor, they're basically it didn't help me move forward necessarily. It helped me deal with what was in the past, but it didn't push me toward anything quickly. One of my clients got through her session this week and she was like, "Oh my goodness, that was amazing. That felt too big to even bring up. I really thought no one could help me solve this. I just felt like it was something I was going to have to live with and deal with because there's way too many people involved and all this stuff. And it felt way too big to experience change." She's like, "I can't believe what happened in 1 hour. I really I'm reeling from this because I can't believe this happened in an hour." And that's a common theme of people "I can't believe this happened in an hour." So you're probably asking what hour are you talking about? So I do one-on-one personal coaching. What that looks like is I do 1 hour sessions and you meet with me once a week for 1 hour. I do free consultations for anybody who's interested in finding out more in depth, any of the in-depth stuff. We would have to go over what package you would want. We would have to make sure you're a good fit. You would have to go through the whole consultation process. But in general, what it looks like is that once a week we meet for 1 hour over Zoom. I do Zoom, so you don't have to travel. You don't have to drive to my house or my office or anything. So, yeah, I do that once a week, and we work with whatever is going on in your life. And maybe you're "I don't have anything majorly traumatic that's happened recently. I don't really have anything big going on. Do I need coaching?" And a lot of people will be "Hey, we've covered so much ground in my coaching session so far. I feel I've arrived. Do I need to keep doing this?" And I'm we've gotten this idea of we don't prevent anything and we wait till things build up really big before we take action. And I'm do not do that. Coaching is not for if you have a huge thing that feels huge to you. It can also be for smaller things, because those smaller things are just a sign of an underneath the radar rumbling. And if you don't take care of the small things, then like it's going to build into something big. So you have to be really careful that you don't wait too long and wait till it's built into something big. So we just, like, you are in charge of your coaching session. I do have some clients that come to me and they're like, I don't know what I want to talk about today. And I'm like, okay, well, that's why during your consultation, I took the time to like sort through your life and see what's working, what's not working, what's great, what your goals are. A lot of people have like forgotten how to dream. Like they're just in like the state of existing. Like, could you give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about and you identify with at some point in your life, realizing like, I'm not actually dreaming about moving forward. I'm just existing. Like, I'll give you a thumbs up. I've been there. I've been there. So with that being said, there's a reason why you haven't reached your goals. There's a reason why you had dreams and you never turned them into visions. There's a reason why, even though you turned it into a vision, you have made like very little progress or no progress. Like, think about what your ideal life looks like. Like, what you feel like the world would be like a perfect place if it happened. Are you there yet? And then you have to ask yourself, why haven't I gotten there yet? Like, it's been a long time. Or like, I feel like I'm just waiting. I feel like I'm like waiting for something. I'm like waiting for an opportunity to come up. So that's why we do coaching together, because there's a reason and we identify exactly what the reason is. We switch it all around and you get to go and just be your new self. We are human beings, not human doings. So a lot of times it's like, well, what do I go and do? Well, you have to change who you are first. You have to change your human being and you have to be that. And then that just motivates you to go and do. So it's very refreshing, very awesome. So yeah, for those who are like, yeah, if coaching is like this mom fog thing you're doing, and like, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, this is something totally different. I coach men. I coach older men in their 60s. I coach, younger men, middle-aged men, like, all the things. I coach young women, like women. I mean, it's all ages that benefit. It's not like I'm like, I've become a professional on a certain topic and I coach people because I know all the answers to that topic. No. I just know the strategies to get to the root of your problem, because it's probably a totally different root than somebody else with your same problem has. It's not like people can just tell you like this, like one size fits all answer. So anyway, yep, that's what coaching is. That's what I do. That's what I love to do. It's amazingly life-changing for those who go through my coaching. And it's life-changing for me. Every time it like knocks my socks off. I'm like, it happened again. Like, this person received huge breakthrough again. Like, thank you, Jesus. It's crazy. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever done in my life. And when I experienced it by having a personal coach, I realized I had to go and give this to somebody else. I had to share this gift. I had to provide this for others. And this is just part of my calling, just part of it. So anyway, I hope that clears up some questions about what exactly it is that I do, like what coaching is. If you have more questions, send me a message, say something in the comments. But yeah, drop something in the comments about like, what is like a goal that you realize you've made no progress toward? Will you share that with me? Like, sometimes it's just great for you to just realize that, like, why haven't I reached that goal yet? Or like I said earlier, like, comment if you've kind of realized you've forgotten how to dream and hadn't exactly realized that till right now. That's okay. That's an okay place to be. And that will propel you toward where you actually want to be. Mommy even coaches you sometimes, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So anyway, I love you guys, and I'm going to hop off of here.